Hello everyone, I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Elite Series 114 Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker, one of the most promising young stars on the rise in WWE, also the nephew of Rick Steiner, nephew of Scott Steiner, son of Rick Steiner of the legendary Steiner Brothers tag team. So wrestling is definitely in his blood, and ever since he came upon the scene in NXT, I want to say back around 2021, he has been one of the top prospects to look after, and he has been steadily climbing the ranks on the Raw brand this year. I don't know a ton about Bron. I'm not, like I said, I don't really watch Raw week to week now. I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown week to week in several years, but I just haven't been keeping up with the business as much lately. But he's in the top heel faction with Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, so he is getting the biggest push of his career, and they've been just doing very well with him in terms of keeping him strong, protected. He is definitely one of the top heels on the roster, and he is explosive. I mean, Bron is one of the most athletic performers on the roster. He has freaky athleticism. His spear is without question, it's one of the best, I think, in wrestling history. It's by far the best spear of anyone doing the spear right now in wrestling. I would count Adam Copeland. I would say his spear is better than Adam Copeland's, better than Roman Reigns, and I would say those are the top two major stars in wrestling use a spear as their finisher, but his spear is far more explosive than theirs, and he's an athletic marvel, and I see big things in his future, and it looks like they're already planning or setting the seeds for a potential feud with him and Roman Reigns somewhere down the line. So again, very, very bright future for this guy. But this figure, interesting, I came across this figure at Ollie's. Ollie's is a discount store that sells stuff for cheap. And basically, if you're trying to build your figure collection up, Ollie's is a great place to go because you can find elites for, almost half off the price of what they would be in stores. I've gotten a few elites from Ollie's before, and it is hot here. My goodness, it's every bit of 95 degrees out here, if not higher. So excuse the sweat, but it is blazing out here. So we're going to move this video along pretty quickly. But yeah, saw the figure last week there, and I mean, hey, cheap figure, good quality, why not add to the collection? So again, if you're looking for some, cheap, if you're into figure collecting, new to it, looking for some, cheap spots to get some cheap figures from, good figures, I would definitely recommend your local Ollie's to build up your collection. And we're going to get into this figure. So we see the other figures on the rest on the back of this series: Ilya Dragunov, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Zoe Stark, Tommaso Ciampa, and we're going to get into this. And I know also this is a heavy NXT series. All these guys, with the exception of the Usos, had extensive time and cut their teeth in NXT. So that's just interesting. Whew. It is. I hope you all are doing well. It is hot. We've been on a heat wave here in North Carolina for about the last month, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. But it has just been especially hot, and it's like it rains, and then the rain comes and just soaks up all the water, and it almost feels like it gets hotter. It soaks up all the moisture. It almost feels like it gets hotter after it rains. So that's the situation we've been dealing with in North Carolina. And while I'm doing this, definitely just hearts condolences and thoughts to the citizens in Kerrville, Texas, and those affected areas from that horrible flooding they had the other week. That was horrific. So just another thing, just like, man, that was just something. So again, that was just something. So definitely keeping them in my thoughts, and any other areas that have been affected by flooding. There have been some areas in North Carolina, like I think around the Mebane and Raleigh area, that's been affected by flooding. Too lately, if I'm correct. So yeah. So this figure, Bron Breakker, and I like the figure. He's a Steiner, and despite his name being Bron Breakker, I look at him, to me his last name should be Steiner, so I view him as a Steiner. He's a member of the Steiner wrestling family with his dad and uncle Rick and Scott. So you got the singlet, you got and this is from his War Dogs era in NXT. In NXT, he formed a brief tag team with Baron Corbin as the War Dogs, and they had these really cool headpieces that they wore to the ring. And I think this is, and that was the main, this is so hot. I'm not a Bron Breakker fan like that, but this is sick. This will probably be the only Bron Breakker figure I get. Because one, just I saw it and it was a discount figure, it was on sale. But I don't ever need to get another one because this by far is the coolest one. I mean, this helmet is so, this is so sick. I mean, that just fits him perfectly because he's a dog. He has that dog in him. I mean, even on the back of the box, the quote reads, Bron Breakker toward the building down at NXT No Mercy 2023 to show Baron Corbin that he's got that dog in him. And he does, because, I mean, this guy, he gets wrestling, he gets the business, he's a quick study. And there are a lot of guys a lot of second generation, third generation guys who get into the wrestling business that aren't, who don't get it, who doesn't click that well, who don't have I would say the charisma, the physical charisma, the promo ability. And he has, he has enough of all the major qualities down to be he's already a star, but to really be a superstar. His promos are not bad. I wouldn't say his promos rocket out this world, but they more than get the job done. He hasn't had I think he did more talking in NXT, but I'm fully confident in him on the mic. In the ring, he's already a good worker. He's had several good matches, a few great ones since being on the main roster and in NXT. So he's a guy who, again, unless bearing an unforeseen injury, or if he does something very stupid outside the ring, I see him being a top name for the next, should be the next 6 years to a decade. So again, just want to show you some more of the figure. I'm gonna take the helmet off. Face scan, head scan looks very good. Looks just like him. He had some tattoos, black singlet, the boots with Breakker on the side of them, and I just like the long. I like the long singlet. I like the. And look, is that a? Oh, dog. Yeah, the word dog. Yeah, and then the dog in the middle, kind of dog wolfish in the middle. So again, just a really solid figure and almost like a Goldberg level tattoo right there. It looks very similar to Goldberg. So, but this makes the figure right here. I mean, my goodness, that goes hard. So yeah, that's it. That is my Bron Breakker review. And again, I'm just sweating profusely right now. So we're going to bring this to a close. Thank you for watching. It has been a lot going on over these last few weeks. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but again, thank you all just for tuning in. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. And I just appreciate every like, comment, subscription to my channel. Again, I do these videos for you guys. So again, just your support means everything. I appreciate you sticking with me through this journey, and I will talk to you again after a while. Take care of yourselves.